Hello, everybody! In today's English lesson, we're going to talk about the Jungle Book. Let me read you the story, and you can listen and understand as much as you can. And if you don't understand everything, that's okay. I'll explain everything after I read the story. Okay, once upon a time in the warm and humid jungle, there lived a little boy named Mowgli. He had no idea who his parents were or how he got to the jungle. All he knew was the law of the jungle. The leader of the wolf pack, Mother Wolf, took care of him as her own cub. She taught him how to hunt, find food, and live in the wild. Mowgli became a skilled hunter, and the wolves accepted him as one of their own. One day, while playing with his friends, Baloo the bear and Bagheera the panther, Mowgli heard a strange noise. It was a man's laugh. He had never heard this sound before. Curious, he decided to follow the sound and see what it was all about. When he found the source of the noise, he saw a tiger. Not just any tiger, but the most fearsome tiger in the jungle, Shere Khan. Mowgli was scared, but Shere Khan didn't seem to notice him. Shere Khan was talking to himself. He was planning to kill Mowgli. He hated all humans and wanted to get rid of Mowgli. Mowgli was shocked. He couldn't believe that someone wanted him dead just because he was human. Mowgli ran away and hid. He was scared of Shere Khan. He knew that if the tiger wanted him, he couldn't escape. Suddenly, Mowgli remembered the words his mother Wolf had taught him. Whenever you're in trouble, call out my name 3 times, and I will come to save you. So Mowgli started calling for Mother Wolf. Mother Wolf heard her son's cries and came running. She wasn't happy to hear that someone was after her son's life. She and her pack surrounded Shere Khan and attacked him. Shere Khan fought bravely, but the wolf pack was too strong. They managed to drive him away from their territory. After the fight, Mother Wolf scolded Mowgli for going near Shere Khan. She told him that he wasn't safe in the jungle and that he had to leave. She arranged for a funeral pyre to be built and prepared to sacrifice herself so that Mowgli could live. But Mowgli couldn't bear the thought of losing his mother. He jumped into the funeral pyre and stayed there for a long time. When his body started burning, he called out to the jungle, "Oh, jungle, I am a man cub. Take me to my people." His voice echoed through the trees and reached the ears of a hermit living deep in the forest. The hermit was a human, but he had been living in the jungle for many years. He had no idea that Mowgli was a human cub. The hermit came to the burning ghat and saw the little boy. He was moved by Mowgli's courage and decided to take him back to civilization. The hermit carried the unconscious Mowgli on his back and walked 4 days until they reached a village. The villagers were surprised to see a wild boy, but they welcomed him. Mowgli grew up in the village and became a man, but he never forgot his jungle family. One day, Mowgli decided to return to the jungle. He wanted to see his old friends Baloo and Bagheera. He also wanted to pay his respects to Mother Wolf and the wolf pack. When Mowgli returned to the jungle, he was shocked to see how much it had changed. The trees were taller and thicker, and the animals seemed more scared than before. Mowgli found Baloo and Bagheera and told them about his plans to leave the jungle. The 2 friends were sad to see Mowgli go, but they understood that he belonged in the human world. Before saying goodbye, Baloo gave Mowgli a big hug. "You'll always be welcome in the jungle, my friend," said Baloo. "We may not have been able to give you the life of a man, but we gave you the life of a jungle book." And that's the story of the Jungle Book. Now let's try some questions. Who is the main character of the story? What kind of animal was? Where did Mowgli live? What was the name of Mowgli's adoptive mother? Why did Mowgli want to leave the jungle? Have you ever watched the movie version of the Jungle Book? Do you like it? Okay, now I'm going to explain some parts that were difficult to understand. The word adopted means to take another person's child and treat them as your own. In this story, Mother Wolf adopted Mowgli when she found him in the jungle. The word territory means the area that belongs to an animal or a group of animals. For example, the wolf pack's territory is the part of the jungle where they live and hunt. The word civilization means the society and culture of human beings. For example, the hermit took Mowgli to civilization to teach him how to live with other humans. The word unconscious means not to be aware of what's happening around you. For example, Mowgli was unconscious after his body started burning. The word pyre means a pile of wood used for burning a dead body as a funeral. For example, Mother Wolf arranged for a funeral pyre to be built for her. The word hermit means a person who lives alone, usually in a quiet place. For example, the hermit in the story lived deep in the jungle. All right, class, our lesson is over. See you next time.